How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, it's going to be the first ever video of Commentator Mochi. So I want to be reacting, talking about this one video. It's by a channel called Jubilee. They have a few million subs, and they do a lot of interesting things about people with different opinions. And they have this one series called Odd Man Out, in which they have 6 of one group of people and 1 hidden person of an opposite group of people, and the opposite person, the one hidden secret spy agent person thing, they have to try to convince everyone that they are, and if they're able to make it through a few rounds without them voting the person out, then they get a prize. But if the other people are able to vote them out, then they get to share the prize, the remaining people. So it's kind of an interesting idea, but the episode is called 6 Vegans, 1 Meat Eater, and it's like some of the people are just so annoying, so I thought I'd react to it. So let's get straight into it.
Okay, Brandon, what do you eat for breakfast?
This morning I had buckwheat hot cereal, add almond milk and some water.
Okay. Who eats buckwheat in the morning? Like, I know people do, but I'm looking at him and his body language and how he's telling me, and I'm going, you just had buckwheat?
So what if he likes buckwheat? Why does it matter? I mean, buckwheat is vegan. That's like, what's wrong with you? Why would you be so rude to Brandon? Like, what kind of messed up stuff is going through your head that you think it's okay to just say, oh, do you like, what do you eat for breakfast? He gives you an answer that's vegan, and then you're like, oh, ew, buckwheat? Who eats buckwheat? It's like, what's wrong with this girl? But yeah.
Brandon, what's your favorite restaurant?
I go to Taco Bell all the time.
What do you get at Taco Bell?
I get a crunch wrap, but swap out the beef and get some beans in there. Also swap out the sour cream and the cheese. And yeah.
Don't they use eggs in their wraps?
I hope they don't.
Yeah, I hope they don't either, because then that wouldn't be vegan.
I don't know why she was coming at me. I don't know if it's like the way I look. I don't look like a vegan.
It's kind of interesting that she's only really questioning Brandon, even though it's really likely that it's probably not Brandon. I mean, she's actually helping the other person who... I mean, I don't really understand either, Brandon, why she's attacking you so hard. I mean, what kind of horrible things must you be doing that she should only target you? I mean, let's just keep watching, guys.
Why is everyone here vegan?
I'm vegan because I actually moved out here. I felt like, I was like, all right, if I mess up, I can keep on doing it. So I challenged myself. I'm 5 months in, and I was like, all right, I'm going to continue doing it. Because if
guys, we have 4 minutes left. Sorry to interrupt you, but we have 4 minutes. I want to hear from other people. I want to know.
The only reason I did it is because I wanted to.
Can you? We got it. Let's go around.
Honestly, I don't think she understands that just because you say, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, doesn't actually excuse the fact that you blatantly just interrupted him. I mean, he was even making a good point. He was just telling them about why he's vegan. He wasn't even taking that long. I mean, everyone else could have said why they're vegan. I didn't understand why she needs to, oh, seize that, say, okay, now I need to get to other people. I can't quite let you finish this brief statement you're making. I mean, like, come on.
Jalen was just taking up all the time so that I couldn't find any information about anybody.
I'm vegan because of the environment. I think the meat and dairy industry just contributes way too much to our environmental issues, and so that's why I decided to go vegan.
I've been vegan for almost 3 years. I kind of just followed like blogs and stuff, and then I found out I had like high cholesterol. I like cold turkey, just like quit it. The more I learned about it and educated myself, the more I wanted to keep going.
I initially went vegan for my health, for my skin. It's kind of helped. It hasn't helped that much, but I think just when I was doing it, I was like, why go back? Kind of like you, like I could do it, and I don't think there was a huge like pressing environmental factor. It was just like, I can do it right now, so why go back? And it's like been good. So it's almost been like a year, so kind of similar to you.
Good job, man.
I became vegan for animal cruelty reasons. It's a whole bunch of stuff, you can go into, but yeah, for animal reasons and environmental reasons and health reasons.
I gotta say, the group's a lot more nice and peaceful when Erin's not yelling at everyone. I mean, honestly, I would enjoy this video so much more if she just wasn't in it, like wasn't yelling at people. She's entitled to her opinion and she's entitled to say what she wants, but I don't understand why everyone's just standing idly by while she's just bullying people about how vegan they are.
Empty of a human you have to be to discriminate someone just because of their
Hey, you shut up when I'm talking to you! You shut your mouth!
Oh my gosh. I'm more vegan for like food related reasons.
How are you not in fucking school?
I identify as vegan, but I do it more so for food-related reasons, not exactly because I did it for my health. So
I
that's
actually
why.
fully agree with you.
I don't own leather.
It's interesting. I own leather, but I don't buy leather. It's leather that has been bought years ago that I still have that I feel is kind of like wasteful to like throw away.
The important thing is you don't buy
Yeah.
leather because we vote with our dollars.
Exactly.
I think like in this circle, like there would still be people who like identify themselves as vegan, even if it's like food-related or like something else.
Like the range is like
But-
There's like
ethical.
levels, yeah.
Yeah,
because
but I
there's
think like the odd
vegans
man
that-
out wouldn't be someone who like
Yeah.
is like me, like just doing it for food.
You guys, yeah.
Honestly, guys, if you're paying attention really hard right now, then you can probably figure out who it is. But I think it's kind of obvious that it's not Brandon. And Aaron wasted the time by wasting all that time just interviewing Brandon exclusively. Like she's literally helping them, and everyone knows it, and yet they're just letting her do it. So you can just notice how they all get along, but they're actually trying to single people out. And just pay attention close, guys, and you'll be able to figure out who it is.
You guys ask me questions too. I like questions.
We know you do.
Do you eat honey?
I actually don't I don't eat honey.
True.
Yeah, I don't. I just don't at all.
I eat honey, but
Honey isn't vegan.
I think they made me feel like my reason for being a vegan wasn't good enough because it wasn't coming from the same place that they were.
I think the thing that Aaron doesn't realize that I think everyone else does is that if Brandon wasn't vegan, then he would act like he is overly vegan. So he would say stuff like, oh, I eat honey, oh, I don't do any kind of vegan stuff. Or he might make up a persona, but he wouldn't make up a persona where you can technically say, oh, that kind of veganism isn't the same as my kind of veganism. I mean, it's just an interesting thing that Aaron is just completely ignoring the fact that it's not Brandon, because also the fact that if she gets him on technically you're not the kind of vegan I am, then that's not going to help anyone but the person who's trying to act vegan.
I think they made me feel like my reason for being a vegan wasn't good enough because it wasn't coming from the same place that they were.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, okay, everyone think about their immediate circle. How many folks in your circle are vegan?
I'm supported by my circle.
Yeah.
Like they thought I was unhealthy at first because I wasn't getting enough to eat. And I had horrible gas issues. That was bad. But
I mean,
I actually didn't even know that was a thing.
it's real, dog.
So far, you've said that you don't really consider yourself vegan
I think if
because
I were
of the products you use,
Yeah.
and
I
then
feel
you
like
eat
if
at
I were
Taco
lying, I
Bell.
would like.
I like the fact that the second anyone stops talking, she immediately just goes straight for Brandon again. I mean, he's right. If he was the liar, then he would not be letting you get out on technically, oh wait, that's not vegan. And she's saying, oh, so you don't consider yourself vegan? But then why would he be there saying that he considers himself vegan? Her logic does not check out. And unfortunately, guys, she's in the rest of the video, and what I'm gonna say is Brandon is the next person to get voted out, and then they reveal who the non-vegan is. So let's just get straight to that part.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the square. If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out. If the lights turn red, the liar's still in the box, and you lose.
Okay, everyone looks nervous, so I feel a little bit more secure in this. Oh, dang, dog.
Found the mole.
Exactly. It was the best dressed one, and the one no one was really paying attention to. He would always be the one who started talking really a lot, and then no one would want to hear from him. That's the way he explained it. But if you guessed that it was him, then brava, you guessed who the mole was. If you guessed it wasn't him, I'm sorry. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, that's great. If you didn't, I'm sorry. We have other videos on this channel. Bye.